This video is going to be about how Satan traps you and how the Matrix is involved in that whole system. But before that, my name is Trevor, and I'm here to help young men like you grow and improve on your self-improvement journey. So the first concept that you have to understand here is the fact that the Matrix actually works with Satan because of the amount of evil that they actually do in the world. If you simply look around in the world, you can see Pride Month, you can see pride flags everywhere, you can see all of these things in which are sinful. And of course, 1,000 years ago or so, these things would actually be hated, and if you were as sinful and promiscuous, like a promiscuous female, I believe those people were killed and all of that. So 1,000 years ago, even a few hundred years ago, maybe even 50 years ago, those types of people were hated, and those types of people were basically people that they'd be like, that dude's bad. It's like how we view serial killers. That's how they would view those people, um, because they understood morality and it was all based on God. But in the modern world, it almost seems that people are actually praised for sinning. And you might be asking, why is this? And there's a quote that I want to share with you. This quote is, I don't know who said it, but I do know the quote itself. And it's, the night is darkest before dawn. And the world has progressively been getting worse and worse over the past few decades. It went from normal traditional families, healthy people, athletic people, kids always playing outside, and now we're moving into a world where there's social media. There's no need to go outside and talk to people. You can just call them, or you can talk to them, or you can play video games or whatever, and you can meet people on there. And so there's no point for physical social interaction in the modern world anymore. And we can talk about the problems of those. But we already know that they are problems. We already know that they are wrong. So why are they being pushed? And why are they not only being pushed, but they're being praised? People are telling you, if you do this, this is good. And if you don't do it, then you're bad. Why is this happening? And God said that before he comes down to earth and he destroys all evil, it's going to be, evil is going to be at its peak. The world is going to be at peak evilness. And it seems as though we're getting very close to that. Of course, 2,000 years, Jesus was talking about how the kingdom of heaven is coming soon. And that was 2,000 years ago. Now, if you say the kingdom of heaven is coming soon, it more feels like it's coming within the next century, maybe even this century. And so the exact reason this is happening, I don't have the exact reason, but I can give you statements that will sort of, they will kind of be answers, but they might not be the best answer. And that the one thing is that Satan wants as much evil in the world as possible. And so he's going to try his hardest to make evil a desirable thing. And so not only is doing evil itself, even if no one else is around, not only is doing evil um, make you like feel good, like obviously eating unhealthy food feels nice, being lazy feels nice, you get to relax. So you already made those things feel good. But now they're also being praised and they're being taught. And this is going to cause the next generation to be maybe one of the most sinful like generations or centuries or whatever you want to call it in history, maybe. Of course, I don't exactly know, but I believe I read a statistic that 80% of people watch pornography, or 80% of teenagers, teenage males, maybe it is. And maybe it's not that high, but it probably, I mean, it seems like it would be that high. And if that's where we're at now, where are we going to be in 10 years from now, in 5 years from now? And of course, now we have artificial intelligence, we have all these extra things. We have the Apple Vision Pro. So it's just going to get easier and easier to be sinful. And it's going to be more praised and more desirable. And that's whenever I believe that God is going to come down to earth and destroy all evil. Because I don't see it getting any worse than it can get within the next 15 to 20 years. And of course, nobody knows the exact date that God's going to come down and destroy evil. But I already made a video on why sin is desirable and how to rebel against it and all of that. And this video is more to make you understand that there is a significant amount of sin in the world. It's becoming more and more desirable. It's going to be harder and harder to stop it. And the only thing we can do to slow it down, to maybe um, have it be a very small percentage of the population, the only thing we can do is tell people that it's wrong because currently it's being praised. And I believe that if it was not praised and if the news actually spoke the truth, um, now my video is probably going to get taken down. But if mainstream media actually told the truth and actually told kids that these things are wrong and these things shouldn't happen and this shouldn't be the life path that you go down, it would significantly slow it. However, people want views, people want money, and if they get money off of telling kids to chop their wiener off and become transgender, then that's what they'll do. And so the best thing we can do is try and slow it down. You can join my free community with the first link in my bio. It's time to do the hard work, starting now.